nice if I got the live feed up on the actual computer. Do 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 do. Hey, podcast feed's live now.
Is it?
Yep. Sure is.
I don't see it. I see it. What up, Facebook?
Hey, hey. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but
I don't know. I liked it though.
I really want to share this into the food is good and other such things group.
Do it. I'll take my shirt off. That's food related.
Ooh.
Makes it food related.
Nah. I
His
feel like
body's built on food.
Alex is the head of that group, right?
Yeah.
All right, he ain't gonna ban me. Fuck it. Y'all getting some dick today.
You gonna learn today.
There's also this beard group I really want to post it in, but I'm not because it ain't. They actually have rules.
Who has rules these days?
Stupid rules.
Fuck rules.
What up, T-Mac? I see you.
What up?
Oh shit, we got Chris Kerrigan watching as well.
Oh shit.
Or he's not in here, but he shared it. He liked and shared. Good on you, man.
Hey,
Good on
man.
you.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it for sure. Oh, I'm surprised this shirt isn't like catching all the green and.
It should. I almost wore a green shirt today. Like
you probably should have. With we got to make this as fun as possible.
I almost went and got green pants too, and just showed up in all green. But that requires effort.
Green man. All right, you ready to start recording?
Ready when you are.
All right.
Playa.
Should we get another natter day like on standby?
Ooh, maybe. Should I drink this quicker then?
Tyler, just thinking on how I'm gonna announce my candidacy.
I saw Tyler Friday. Thank you.
I still have the one Phoenix Tears can down there.
Really?
That's almost 2 years old.
Damn.
Yeah.
Age to
right.
perfection.
I hope. I only drink it on special, like certain occasions. And I saved 2 of the cans. I had 4. So I don't know what happened to the first one. I think I drank 1 for episode 100 and then 1 for when my buddy Richard died.
Oh, shit.
So I don't know what I'm going to use that one for, but it's going to get used at some point.
At some point.
Either a happy moment or another sad moment. We don't know.
We're
All right.
both happy.
Let's
Too much
fucking,
sadness for
yeah, I know. Let's fucking do this. Oh, oops.
Stay tuned. Their record will come.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Podcastrophe, the show where we just hang out, talk some shit, and do whatever you want, whatever we want, talk to some people on the internet, and we just have an all-around good time while drinking some beer most of the time. This is episode 138.
Oh, shit, is it?
This is 138.
Are we 138?
We are 138.
We are 138?
Podcastrophe is 138 today. And I'm one of your hosts, Dick. I have, probably for the last time.
Ooh, I didn't know it was that. Are you going to take me out back and shoot me? Jesus.
Probably for the last time. Co-host, Dave Linder.
That's me. I'm being shot after this episode, apparently.
Taking him around back. No, I guess we're just going to go ahead and get this out of the way right from the get-go. I'm getting burnt out. I'm getting burnt out on doing this, at least doing this show this way. So I'm gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break. I don't know how long. It's probably gonna be a couple weeks. It might be a month. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna take a break, and then when we come back, we're probably gonna do a little less focus on the live show, and I'm gonna get back to doing more one-on-one conversations with people, going over to people's houses, having them come over here, going to random places, and just talking to people one-on-one in audio format, you know,
Right.
and not focus so much on having a set schedule. Like the audio will have like a set release day
Right.
still, but I'll just try to record as much as I can and then release as I go.
And that seems like it'd work a little easier.
Yeah.
You're not much of a time crunch doing it
Yeah, for
every
sure.
week or every
And
other week.
I don't have to worry about, like, people don't have to worry about the schedule of the show. I have to worry about people's, like, I can
Their
work
schedule.
around.
Yeah.
I can work around and see and get people on the show when it's good for them and me.
Right.
So yeah, and that's basically how this show started. Like, that's how I originally did the show. Like,
I remember.
I would have, I think we released on Tuesdays, every other Tuesday originally. Opposite of the Poor Rapport.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is now
Poor
Poor 360.
360. So yeah, I just figured it'd be better that way. At least do that for a while. Have live shows here and there. Like,
Right.
maybe the shows that we can actually have here at the house. Like, I'll
throw it
do
up
that.
live. And don't feel pressured if you don't want to.
Yeah. And just what made me think about doing this was like, I want to get back to my roots. It's like Metalocalypse. Get back to our roots.
Back to our roots.
Get back to our roots.
You ever play Grandpa's guitars?
I have played Grandpa's guitars. Didn't summon no lake demon though.
We summoned the lake troll.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just chilling here, drinking some Natter Days, because that's apparently all I can drink right now.
It's Natter Days.
I don't know. I just drank it one day, just of my own volition. Normally it's like, well, if there's Natter Day here, I guess I'm drinking that. But no.
Natter Days are the beer of the summer, man.
I know.
It's a summer beer.
Well, we went over to her parents one day for a cookout/swim, and I was just like, I want to drink today. I'm not driving. I want to drink today. So I was like, man, it's really fucking hot. I don't know if I want to drink the normal things I drink.
Right.
So I was just looking around. I'm like, well, there's zombie dust. I could get some zombie dust. And I looked in there. Saw Natter Day. I'm like, there's a lot of Natter Day in that box. I'm going to get the Natter Day. And then ever since, it's like, that's all I've been drinking.
They're
Just
delicious.
nothing but Natter
They're
Day.
delicious.
So
It's a great summer beer.
yeah. Yeah. So I, as you can see, I already have 2 right there. That's from earlier, recording episodes 3 and 4 of Rank 'Em All.
Ooh, I heard about that.
Yeah. So if whoever hasn't heard about it, Rank 'Em All is this little show that we conceptualized probably back in the fall. I walked up to Brandon Stone at work, and I was like, you know what? Back in the day, I hated Master of Puppets. Like, not the song, the album. Oh, I know.
It hurts even more.
Super cringe. I know. I was like, I didn't really hate it, but it wasn't my favorite Metallica. So I was like, my taste in music has changed a lot. A lot of the things that I didn't like back then, I actually like now. Like, I didn't like black metal back then. I do a little bit now. I didn't like punk rock a lot back then. I do now. More so live punk rock. I'm more into like seeing you guys play.
Oh, we're coming back, by the way.
Awesome.
We're coming back.
I saw you and your drummer.
Yep.
Your new drummer.
You got a new drummer. We're coming back. Things are happening again.
But I told Brandon, I was like, it would be really cool. I'm getting a phone call right now. Who are you? Oh, don't know you. You're getting declined. I'm live on the. Oh man, I should have answered it. It was like it was easily like a robot or a Chinese like telemarketer thing.
Gonna talk to a robot?
I could have talked to the robot live on the show, but I didn't.
Good thing you didn't. I don't trust robots.
So I told Brandon, I'm like, man, my taste has changed. Wouldn't it be really cool if I like revisited some albums that I didn't like back in the day, like Master of Puppets? I didn't like that album back then. I've always loved the song. Album,
Right.
The song Battery,
Whoa.
I know. I was so spoiler alert. I was the lowest score for that song today, even with newfound respect for it. However, that is probably my favorite Metallica album now.
It's up there for me.
It's I think it's pretty tied between Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets now, whereas before it was tied between Ride the Lightning and Black Album.
I never really I don't put Black Album in there. For my top. No. It's hard for me to choose. Master is up there with Ride the Lightning and Injustice. Injustice is one of my favorites.
So today we did Master and Injustice. I didn't have a lot to say about Injustice because originally that was one of my big ones. Back in the day it was. And then I started listening to it this time around for this project, and I'm like, man, I do not like these songs like I used to.
They're still good.
And then on my re-listen, because I started re-listening to Master a couple days ago and then Injustice yesterday, I didn't actually get to finish my re-listen. So there's a couple songs, the last 3 or 4 songs on the album, I'm like, I don't remember these at all.
Okay, yeah.
But I really didn't have shit to say about it, and it sucked. But oh well. I was still super stoked on Master of Puppets.
Dude, so good. You can't forget Kill 'Em All either. Kill 'Em All is a great album.
Kill 'Em All was a lot better than I remembered as well, and I mostly enjoyed it for just the riffing. It had some really cool riffing on that album, and just. And the punk influence is definitely heard on that album as well.
Yes, it very much is.
It's just young, it's raw. I think so. I was the very first person to make any comment on the album. So again, spoiler alert for when Rank 'Em All finally comes out.
I'll have to listen.
The first thing you're gonna really hear about that I have to say about Kill 'Em All was for obviously we went in song order. So we talked about Hit the Lights. And I was like, yeah. So with Hit the Lights. It's slowly fading in. It's fading in, and then whoever had control of that fader was just super jumpy or something because out of nowhere it jumps.
It does, yeah.
There's this. It's super subtle, and if you're not listening for it, you're not gonna notice it. But if you're listening to it, you just all of a sudden hear it. Just what? It just got exponentially louder, but it's still quiet.
I'm going to have to listen to that on the way home, probably.
Do it. You'll notice it.
Because I love that album.
Do it in headphones or something. You'll definitely notice it then. But no, so again with the spoilers on Rank 'Em All, so having listened to Master of Puppets and actually loving it this time around, because I noticed how heavy the fucking album is. It's so heavy.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Compared to I originally thought it was just a really thrashy album. More so than the others, because Battery, that song is ultimate thrash.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I got that impression from it back then, but listening to it now, I'm like, holy shit. And then I got to the song Disposable Heroes,
which is one of my favorite songs, by the way.
So spoiler alert for even Rank 'Em All, we haven't talked about the Black Album yet. That's the next album we're gonna do. We don't know when we're doing it, but spoiler alert, my favorite song on that album is Don't Tread on Me.
Okay.
Which is potentially my favorite Metallica song in total.
That's a pretty good one.
I think Disposable Heroes might take the overall favorite for me.
Really?
Yeah. Disposable Heroes is a kick-ass song.
It really is. It's one of my my top 2 Metallica songs are Disposable Heroes and Creeping Death. Those are up there for my 2 favorite songs.
Creeping Death got a 10 out of 10 for me.
Ooh, Ride the Lightning. Solid 5 out of 7.
Solid, perfect 5 out of 7. Yeah. Again, just to keep with the spoilers, what song so far do you think has gotten a unanimous 10 out of 10 from everybody? In 4 albums. The 4
albums? How many people is ranking this? 4 people? 4 albums?
It's myself, Nick Maxon, Brandon Stone, and Nate Phillips.
Ooh, that's a good crew.
We got a juicy crew.
A little jealous, but I'll ignore it.
And we're going to try to keep it that way for the entirety of the discography.
No, I get it, but a little jealous. So, well, you already told me you got a 10 out of 10 for Creeping Death. So.
Yep.
I'd say Master.
Master did get a 10 from me. Because
Not from everyone, though.
How do you not get a 10? That almost got a 10 out of 10 from everybody. Nate came in and said 9.75.
Oh, Jesus.
No, 1.
1? Oh, okay.
One
that
got
makes
10
sense.
out of 10.
That makes sense. That would be the one.
A unanimous 10 out of 10.
That would be the one.
That is the one. I'm pretty sure it was 1 that got 10 out of 10. Yeah, it had to have been because, like, the song's perfect.
It's
Song's
true.
perfect.
It's true.
It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Even though they bought the rights for that movie just to do that album and then never released the movie.
Stephen Underhill comments, I'm a bad Metallica fan. Just listening to Disposable Heroes for the first time. Rage. Yeah.
It's a lot of rage.
It's a lot of rage. I love how fucking dark that song is. Like, it's about, like, I guess there's a dual meaning to it because it's about, because they called the original football players disposable heroes.
Yeah.
The Raiders, disposable heroes, like, because they were just throwing their fucking necks on the line for a sport. But I saw it as like infantrymen.
Oh, it definitely is infantry.
Yeah, get back to the front,
Hands down. Yeah.
You
will
if I
what
tell
I say,
you will do
when
as
I
say.
say.
Yeah, if I tell you to die, you're gonna die. You're
Yeah.
gonna lay your life on the line because I told you to. Get back to the front.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
God, yep, that's the song I'm listening to on the way home.
Chills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, me too.
It's been a while since I got chills from a Metallica song, but
Dude, Metallica was my jam in high school. I mean, it's like everyone's jam. Saying that is like,
see, I didn't get into Metallica.
oh, that was my high school
I did.
jam.
So I listened to like a few hits right around the time I was really starting to get into metal. So like 2006, spring 2006. Mostly VH1 is to blame for that because VH1 did for the month of May they had Metal Month.
Yeah, yeah.
So they had a bunch of like they had the VH1 top 40 metal songs of all time. So of course I heard Master of Puppets. I heard Enter Sandman. That's where I got into Pantera.
Yep.
That's
they were definitely on there.
that's where I got into Slipknot. I had already
Probably some
dived.
Iron Maiden thrown in there.
Yeah, there was Number of the Beast and Run to the Hills.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I had already gotten into Disturbed and Mushroom Head by this point. Disturbed, Mushroom Head, and Mudvayne. Those were the three for me that really were starting to push me in metal. And then I listened to Metal Month, and I'm like, holy shit! Like fucking Slave to the Grind by Skid Row.
Yep, that's a good one.
That's a really
That
good
is
one.
really
I
good.
listened to that. I listened to Cat Scratch Fever. Like I already knew that song.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Let's be real.
Everyone knows that
I knew that song. But
2006. My jams were probably Metallica.
yeah.
Suicidal Tendencies also.
Yeah.
So I got that
never
punk
got into
metal
them. I
influence.
still haven't gotten into them.
They're good.
Yeah. But yeah, so Metallica, I mean, I listened to Enter Sandman and a couple other songs. Like I think by that point Guitar Hero 3 was out, so that was the first time I heard one.
Yeah.
Was on Guitar Hero 3. So, oh yeah, Stephen Underhill. Mudvayne Happy is what got me hooked. So
All right.
Happy
yeah, fair enough.
Happy got him into metal. That's awesome. He also asked how you mates doing today. I'm doing good. I'm doing excellent.
I'm also doing excellent.
I took a short nap right before I started talking to Steven. He was messaging me. He messaged me during my little nap. I don't know what came over me. I just sat down on the couch, and I was kind of in a grumpy mood, and we'll get to that. But that just put me in like a dozing state. Or
You're on vacation, man. Do it.
I threw some fucking physics shit on YouTube, like physics in space, physics in space, and I'm just like, pass out. Don't care.
Physics.
I ate a thing of string cheese and I passed out. So,
I worked.
So I didn't really get into Metallica until probably Death Magnetic.
That's when that was the tour I saw them at.
Yeah. Oh
was
yeah.
Death Magnetic.
Yeah, you saw them with
Which I
Lamb
like
of God.
Yes, Lamb of God was terrible at that show.
Really? That's a bummer.
It was the sound. Like we were up there, and I could only hear like double bass, and that was about it. Like, I was really disappointed because I knew Lamb of God, obviously. I'm like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
And we got in there. Gojira played before, too.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat in our seats, and Gojira had, like, it was their last song. And it was, like, halfway through. I remember saying it down. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Oh, that's such a bummer. I would like to see Gojira. I have not seen them. But no, Death Magnetic was the first out. I always tend to stick to the first album a band comes out with while I'm a fan of them. So if they had stuff before, like, I'll enjoy it, but that's usually the album that I'm like, oh, this is the best. And
that's a good album.
It is a good album. It's a great
good
return
album.
to form.
Yeah.
The Day That Never Comes, that's probably in my top 10 Metallica
That's a good
songs.
one.
That's
oh, man.
easily my top 10. So
Just hearing that name, I hear the riffs already. So.
mm-hmm.
I was a huge Metallica fan. I still like Metallica.
I'm a giant. I'm not gonna say I'm a giant Metallica fan. I thought what the big thing that got me into Metallica was hanging out with some friends here in Lafayette, and then going to see Narrow House. Like they did a cover of Creeping Death, and I didn't even know it was a cover.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even know that was not their song.
You talk like I don't know that band. Come on.
I know Narrow House, but
I got drunk with that guitar player like 2 weeks ago. I know.
So yeah, rank them all. It's gonna be we're waiting until we have everything recorded before we throw everything out there. So who knows when it'll go up? We've got 4 out of 12 albums done. So
are you doing all albums?
We're doing all of them.
Ugh.
We're doing Garage Inc.
I like that
We're
one.
I think we're doing Garage, and we're definitely doing S&M. Oh yeah, and we might do S&M too.
Oh
yeah.
I like Garage.
Mike Smith says "Kill 'Em All" is better than anything else Metallica.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna chime in. Mike listens to Kill 'Em All like every month.
Whatever.
And I kind of sort of agree with him. It's
Four Horsemen's cool. Anesthesia is awesome.
Anesthesia is amazing.
Whiplash, yeah.
Whiplash rules.
Seek and Destroy. I gave that a 10.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, it is like one of like the quintessential Metallica songs.
So every time that song gets brought up, every time Seek and Destroy gets brought up, I always think of the very first time I was at the Hilltop Fortress.
Yeah.
Lucifist was playing Seek and Destroy. Ray was playing on guitar. And I remember playing that, like, being in that nasty basement. I was up front just screaming along with them. And Steven forgot the words through part of it and just kind of did this. I didn't even know Steven. I didn't know any of them. And just did this.
Is that short-haired Steven?
Yes, it was short-haired Steven.
Yeah. I think I talked about it. I said what I had to say about Seek and Destroy was, like, so many bands around here have covered it.
Yeah.
And it seems to be the one song that even if your band is like, if the crowd's just not feeling your band, and all of a sudden you just start playing Seek and Destroy,
everyone's already on.
Everybody's right up front. Everybody's jamming.
It was like it was at North End, but it was when Narrow House did the reunion show.
Yeah,
they played that, and like the entire crowd just.
Oh yeah.
Also,
yeah. Number two. I'm still on number one. I'm slow. Whatever. But yeah, so that's going to be on the Journey into Comics Network YouTube.
I'm going to check that out.
In video form.
Ooh.
And in audio form, it is going to be right here on the Podcastrophe feed.
Boom.
Podcastrophe exclusive, at least for this discography. We do have plans to continue it. Maybe not the same panel every time. We're going to just, if there's a band we want to do, like we've even talked about doing fucking Nickelback.
I don't
just for the
lulz.
Just for the lulz. Pantera is going to be one. I've talked about doing a Parkway Drive one or a Killswitch Engage one. You know,
I'd be down
with
with doing one if you want.
All right,
well, Pantera one maybe. I'd be good at
that. I know Nate and Brando are going to want to be on that Pantera one for sure. That's a big one for me as well. So
Iron Maiden, I'd be on that.
Iron Maiden would be a good one. It'd be a long one. A lot of CDs.
That's the one you have to pick. Like you'd have to pick a certain amount because they have like 30 some albums.
Right. Like we would definitely have to do like the Bruce Dickinson era, which then that's
all most of them.
That's
There's only
all but one.
Yeah. Is it Prowler? Prowler's the one that's not him.
I don't know.
It's
Whichever
Prowler.
one's
Killers.
whichever one's before Peace of Mind.
It's Killers because Prowler's on that.
Yeah, I know Nate wants to do a Megadeth one, which I'm okay. I'll pass on that. I like Megadeth now, despite some posts I've made in the past.
I'll do some Megadeth.
I don't know if you saw that post I made.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Oh, I that came up in my memories, and I'm just like, why? Why was I like this?
Oh God, I love it, Mike.
Scream for me, Dick's Basement. What?
So if you ever seen Iron Maiden live or any of their live shows, Bruce
Oh.
Dickinson always goes, "Scream for me," whatever sound they're in.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's, Mike and I's running joke is I'm gonna do that one of these days. So we just do it all. Scream for me, Dick's Basement.
Nice. Baxter is here in the studio today.
Yeah, he is.
I can't remember what we call this place.
The Dudio? No, that's Nick's.
House Catastrophe.
House Catastrophe.
Keegan called it the Porn Lord's Dungeon. That
Dick's
actually
Dungeon.
surprisingly has a ton of hits on YouTube, and I don't think anybody was searching for Podcastrophe.
And
I
they get
think-
embarrassed. They just don't want to.
I think they were literally. I think since it has so many views, my guess is they thought it was like a porn studio like tutorial thing. Like check out this porn studio. Let's see. This is how I set up my porn studio. I'm guessing. That's just my
I
guess.
want to watch that now. Tutorial. This is the couch. It's really sticky. This is the mirror. It's really sticky. This is the boom mic. Also sticky.
The boom mic's really sticky. The guy who usually holds it does not have a steady hand. Sometimes dips down.
Dips down. Get some debris. Debris.
Yeah. So how was field day? I didn't get to go.
It was fantastic.
Good. I saw there was actually some scoring kept all the way through.
Yeah, so Nick, at the beginning, before we started, I went over there a little early to help Nick set up the sound stuff. And he's like, "We are finishing this year." And I told him, he told everyone that we were finishing that. And we went through all of it.
You said that the last 3 years.
We did, though. He did.
Yeah.
It was hilarious because we were getting down. We did 4 of them, but the slip and slide wasn't up yet. And Tyler Summers like, "No, we're finishing this." And so he got the slip and slide out and didn't even air it up. Just had it half aired up.
Nice.
It was a blast.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, we had the kids and we had stuff going on at her parents, so did that for the day. And once that settled down, I was like, all right, I'm going over to the Doom Room.
I saw you.
I saw you. I was there a good 2 hours.
Were you?
In a night. Yeah.
I was hanging out in a chair for the last
Yeah,
part
you
of it.
were. I was just looking around. I just as I was making my way to the fire, I just kept running into people. So that was another 5-10 minutes just standing there. I mean, I ran into Austin. That was 15 minutes standing there.
That'll happen.
So
It was a great time, man. A lot of people there. Man, that whole weekend was a blast for me.
That's good.
I'll run through my weekend.
Let's run through it. Let's run through it.
Friday,
We need content.
I'll give you all the content. Friday, because I had Friday and Monday off for the holiday, which was dope. Friday, me and my friend Sydney Troy, her and I went tubing on the Tippy, and that was a good time. I like being in the water. I like floating. I like drinking beers and floating. And then that night, I went over to
I like that too.
T-Mac's house.
Oh,
T-Mac's house, played some Dungeons and Dragons.
wow.
It's good times. It was a lot of fun, actually. He's a hell of a DM.
He's a hell of a man.
Yes,
he's a hell
he
of a
is.
person. He came over here and he installed a new vanity light in my bathroom because my old one went out, and I had no light in my bathroom.
Aw.
I couldn't even put natural light in there because it's just in the middle of the house. There's no getting a window to that.
We do, but it wouldn't do much.
No,
There's a window here, but
especially at 4 a.m. Like that's not
No.
not shit's getting in there.
So did that, and then Saturday was field day.
Mhm.
Had a blast with that. I was there super late because, party hard.
Yeah, party hard.
And Sunday was Brandon Edging's bash at the bungalow party, which was awesome.
He was telling me about that. I really wish I could have gone, but I just didn't. I don't
was a
think
good time.
anything. I don't think anything kept me from going. I think I just didn't go.
Well, I was there. You could have hung out.
I
with
feel
me.
like I ended up doing something that day, but I got the burps.
it
But
was
no,
a good time. You should have hung out with me and went there.
thought about it.
I sat in a kiddie pool for at least 2 hours.
As I can imagine that. Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm a fat man who loves water.
we've been watching 1,000-Pound Sisters.
I heard.
on
I
Hulu.
know, I know of that show.
Well, which we already watched like My 600-Pound Life, like almost all of the episodes. So it's like we know the drill. You know, they're gonna talk about their life. They're gonna talk about how their weight's a problem, how they became so big, and then they're gonna go down to the doctor. He's gonna tell them, "All right, you need to lose 50 pounds, and then I'll consider you for weight loss surgery." Every single episode. And sometimes they hit the goal. Sometimes they said, "All right, I still don't think you're committed enough to this, so I need you to lose another." Or you need to keep trying. You need to keep trying. Some of them don't get it.
Damn.
There was one guy. He got the surgery. I think he didn't get the surgery, but he kept staying in the hospital. He ended up dying on the show,
Really?
like during filming. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because like one day, like he kept like begging for like painkillers and shit, and then they cut him off, and then one day he was like, "Oh, I'm in so much pain. Something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel right." They're like, and then he died.
God damn.
So yeah, but 600 or 1,000-Pound Sisters, it's very similar, but it just follows. It's 6 episodes of just following the same 2 sisters. One's 600 pounds, the other's 400 pounds, and they're from Kentucky. They're
Oh,
not
man.
the smartest.
I've seen clips of them.
Oh yeah, I had already seen clips on Facebook and shit from that, and you ain't no prize. So
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
No, that's that's like later on in the show that they say that. I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. I've been waiting this entire show for this.
And show over.
Yeah, no, it was a good show. You know, it's just a reality check, and you see how like shitty some of these bigger people are. Like they blame everybody. They expect everybody to cater to them,
Right?
Because they've been catered to.
Their entire
Yeah,
life. That's
and
how they get that big, really.
It's bad. It's so bad, and it definitely gives you a reality check and makes you feel good about yourself.
Yep.
And I definitely felt good about myself watching these people because they are not. I mean, they're not dumb, but there's just something in the water. Because even the one lady's husband, he was just like, he's just Daisy the whole fucking time and just not the brightest. And I hate making fun of people like that, but like it's just like, man, this is rough.
I hope they get help, though.
They did. One of them got surgery. She ended up losing over 100 pounds, so she's down to 300. The other didn't get. By the end of the show, she was only 10 pounds away from the goal for weight loss surgery.
Oh, wow.
Or gastric bypass surgery. So, yeah. That's my story about 1,000-Pound Sisters. Kentucky, not dumb people. Are you from Kentucky, Steven? I mean, my wife's her dad's side of the family is from Kentucky, so
They're not all dumb.
no, they're not dumb. They're just a little slow. I'm kidding.
I'm pretty slow. So
Dude, so I watched The Shining for the first time last week or the week before.
Really? Like the original,
the
like
original
Stanley Kubrick Shining?
Yeah.
What? For the first time? Nice.
Yeah.
Movie rules.
Well, because we wanted to watch The Shining so we could watch Doctor Sleep.
I've not watched Doctor Sleep.
Doctor Sleep is excellent.
Really?
It's definitely a lot more interesting, I think. It's not as cerebral of a movie. Like they definitely had a lot more plot to it, and we watched the director's cut, so 3 hours.
Damn.
The Shining was interesting. It's just like a really slow moving movie, and then it just kicks off.
Oh,
like the last 45 minutes of the movie just kicks off.
I love The Shining, man.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I watched it, and I was like, I don't get this. And I watched it like recently, like maybe last year, I think. like watched it again recently. I'm like, this is so good.
Yeah.
I read the book. The
It's
book's
weird.
The book's a lot better. Really.
Oh, I bet, because you're getting all those details that you can't really get while you're just
yeah.
watching nothing happen.
It explains more of the hotel.
Yeah, and
what's up
that's,
with the
I feel
hotel.
like that's really necessary, that The Shining doesn't, the movie itself doesn't explain a lot. Like, it's a movie that you have to know what's going on. You have to read the book to know what the fuck's going
Yeah.
on, because, again, during those vast expanses of nothing going on in the movie, there's probably a lot going on in the book.
Yeah, that's very true. I
So-
love that line where he's walking up the stairs. When he's like, what is he like? Like, my darling, love of my life, I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to bash your fucking brains in.
So, Will Werline, from the Fallen Mind, my little band.
Okay, yeah.
He sent me a song years ago. It's about 6 years ago. He sent me a song. We worked on it, and in the middle of the song, or maybe it's after the first chorus, he has that in there, and I never knew what that was from.
Really?
Yeah, so it was cool. Have you guys ever been to the hotel? Weird vibes, and I'm not a superstitious person.
I've not.
So
I've seen where I know where it's at. Obviously,
Yeah.
but I've never been there. It'd be cool to go.
Where is that? Because I noticed it was really snowy.
Colorado, I think. If I remember right. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
The
that's
actual
what I
hotel
figured
is-
it was. I figured it was in Colorado.
I think it's where it's set at. The actual hotel, I think, is like California or something.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Yeah,
But that movie's great.
yeah.
I'm
Doctor
glad you
Sleep. Doctor Sleep. Watch it.
I'll check that
If
out.
you got, do you have HBO?
Tyler gave me his HBO Max.
It's on there.
Is it? Okay. Maybe I'll watch it.
It's excellent. Ewan McGregor's awesome.
I like Ewan McGregor.
He's really the only notable actor. There's another guy in it that's kind of his like sober buddy friend, and
He plays Danny? Ewan McGregor plays
Yeah.
Danny? Oh,
he
wow.
does play Danny, an older Danny. I seriously wish they would have got Jack Nicholson back for this movie, because there's a point where like he kind of talks to his dad, Jack Torrance.
Okay, yeah.
But it's not Jack Nicholson. They could have totally like got a CGI Jack Nicholson, and I would have been completely
Oh,
okay
yeah.
with it.
And you can do the voice.
Yeah, yeah. Like, or they could have got Jim Carrey to do it. Because did you ever see that replication?
Yes, yeah.
Dude, that was crazy. That
Yeah.
was crazy how good he did, how well he did Jack Nicholson's. Just
Could have got Christian Slater, too.
yeah.
I recently watched Heathers for the first time in a while. If you've ever seen Heathers, like an entire movie, I'm like, is he doing a Jack Nicholson impression? Like what? But now it's just how he does. like, I'm like,
Nice. Yeah, we haven't watched a whole lot of movies lately. We watched what all have we watched lately? Miranda, if you're watching, which I don't think you are, comment. I don't remember what all we've watched.
Baxter, what have you been watching?
We watched I Still Believe.
I don't know if I know that.
So it's about Jeremy Camp, who's a Christian singer-songwriter from Lafayette, Indiana.
Yes, I've heard of that actually.
And
yeah.
so this movie is about him falling in love with his first wife, and then her dying of cancer like not long after that.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was weird. Okay, the movie, it wasn't weird, but it was like super Christian.
Yeah.
And I was not into that. It's like, we watched it because we like love stories. We like
Yeah.
cheesy romance flicks where it's like just absolute love. Damn, Baxter, get you some Dave.
Hi,
Get you some
buddy.
Dave. But yeah, so we watched it for the love aspect of it, and ended up, even the love aspect was not even a love aspect. It was just straight up like, I'm doing this for God. God wants me to do this. Like, oh, like,
yeah.
ugh.
I watched a wrestling documentary that was kind of like that. I'm like, oh, this would be cool, and it was just pretty much about Ted DiBiase, who cheated on his wife and wants God to forgive him. Like, oh, this
Yeah.
is not as cool as
Oh,
I.
like, I can't. The guy who plays Jeremy Camp's dad. I swear to God I've seen him in other movies, but he could also be a lookalike. So I don't know. He looked like I felt like it was the same dude that plays Lieutenant Dan. Just older.
Fucking.
I can't remember his name.
I know what you're talking about though, but looks like him. Who the fuck is it?
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about though.
But I'm pretty sure it's straight up just the guy who plays Lieutenant Dan.
Huh.
But yeah, it says in Lafayette, Indiana, like right at the beginning of the movie. I'm like, and it has they got a little Pizza King sign, like a delivery sign on their car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like oh yeah, they went for it. They did their Lafayette, Indiana research. they had to include Pizza King.
You could just tell me. I'll give them the Lafayette research.
Right. So yeah, it was cool in the fact that like it was cool to see some like Lafayette history and all that. But I mean, other
It's
than
kind of
that,
neat though.
it was just too religious. I mean,
Yeah,
he is, and it was really cool because I knew who he was. Because when I was in high school and pirating a shit ton of music, my mom asked me to download some CDs of his, and I'm like, I have no idea who this is. She's like, oh, you don't know who he is? I'm like, no. This is like 2008, 2007, around that time. She's like, yeah, he's from Lafayette, Indiana. Like, he's a big singer-songwriter, Christian singer-songwriter. I'm like, oh, right on. Doesn't really sound like my type of music. Like, at the time, I was Christian, too. So, like, even then, I didn't want to listen to him. But
like some of that Christian music's a little.
Mike says, now I want pizza. So Sunday night, I was just craving. Oh, that's what I ended up doing. I ended up going to Professor Joe's.
Oh shit!
My buddy Josh McKinney. He was it was his birthday. He was celebrating, so I went down there and had a couple beers with him. Miranda and I did, and I as much as I love Professor Joe's pizza. As much as I love Professor Joe's pizza, it's easily the best pizza in town.
It's pretty damn good.
I was craving North End Pub's pizza.
That pizza's really good, man. For a pub pizza,
I know.
It's so good.
So we went to North End Pub. At the time I was Christian. Episode title submission. Possibility.
It's not a terrible one.
Good possibility that'll end up episode title. No, I was fucking craving that pizza. It's been so long since I had North End Pub's pizza. So
Yep.
I got me my usual cheese pizza.
That's just a waste.
No, it's not. You just can't go wrong with it though.
It's a waste.
How is it a waste?
It's a waste. You gotta put shit on that pizza. All right. Don't half-ass a pizza. I know you 30% your life, but you don't 30% pizza, dick.
No, that's already at 100. You can only go up from there.
Yeah, 130%. You put some shit on there.
The yesterday's chips pizza from the pizza party was fire. Yes, it
It
was.
was
That was my favorite.
surprisingly
That was
really
my
good.
favorite pizza of that party. Tell me more of this pizza. I might go visit Brett Maxwell. Oh, don't. The yesterday's chips pizza. Yeah, go ahead and tell him about the pizza. What was the yesterday's chips pizza?
It was ranch, ham. Oh God, what else was on it? It was ranch, ham, olives, I think, for some reason, and then crushed up chips that Casey left out to mature. Left out overnight to mature.
He aged them. Cellaring. He cellared them.
Cellared them.
He cellared those chips.
He came up to me when I came to. He's like, I opened that bag yesterday. He's like, I let him sit.
Hey, I did it. Those are literally yesterday's chips. Steven says, pineapple is the best topping. Fight me. I don't think it's the best topping. I'm not going to say it doesn't belong on pizza.
It does. It fucking does.
I will die on that hill. Pineapple has its place in the pizza world.
I agree. You get to live today.
Hawaiian pizzas.
It's good pizza, man. Hawaiian pizza's good pizza.
You know, and I'd never even heard of a Hawaiian pizza before I worked at Monocle's Pizza.
Oh, really?
So, like, we would get it, and, yeah. The only other pizza we ever put pineapple on was the garbage pizza. Not an official menu item.
Just put everything on it?
Yes, that's exactly what it was. And we would get idiots. So, the garbage pizza was better suited for, like, a large, maybe medium.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
We actually had people get individuals. So it's just like it's an 8-inch crust.
Little tiny crust in this.
It's like this thick of toppings. It's just like it's like a Chicago deep dish, fucking just 8
toppings.
inches around, and it's just toppings. And we're like, dude, this is not gonna cook right.
No.
Like, there's just no possible way to cook that size pizza with that many toppings right. But people order it.
Sounds
and
like my grandpa's kind of pizza.
The stupid thing was, this is actually the first time I've talked about Monocle's Pizza in a while. People give me shit because I always bring it up. Oh, my time at Monocle's. But no, so we actually had someone order once, and he's like, because usually when someone ordered and they were like, yeah, I'll take a large with everything on it. That usually meant like a deluxe.
Right.
So sausage, pepperoni, onion, green pepper,
So you gotta have green peppers on it.
olives, mushrooms.
Yeah, it's a deluxe.
Oh, and hot peppercini.
Okay.
That's a deluxe. So one time, and we always, just to be clear, we said, all right, so that'll be one large deluxe. I'm like, yeah. One time, someone orders like, I'll have a large with everything on it. Okay, so a large deluxe. No, not a deluxe. I believe I heard you guys call it the garbage pizza. Oh no, you know.
No.
Why would you? Why? So garbage pizza has stuff that's not on the make table.
Oh.
It has steak. It has ground beef.
Damn.
And a couple other things. And it's just like, God damn it.
Like a lot of work.
Oh, when I was a kid, my family called me the garbage disposal. Pretty sure that was a low-key insult, but I'll inhale a fucking pizza. Yeah, I'll inhale a pizza. Yeah, I mean, the thing about North End Pub's pizza, it's technically a thin crust.
Yeah.
It's a thin crust pizza, but it's chewy. It's got some oomph to it.
It does.
That crust has some oomph to it.
Their buffalo chicken pizza is very, very good.
Mhm.
I get that.
Josh at Professor Joe's, he made a General Tso's chicken pizza down there. It's not a menu item, but he made it, and he's trying to get it on the menu. You know what? Those are my favorite breadsticks in towns too.
Oh yeah,
The twisties.
those are good.
I don't know what it is about like twisting bread up and then baking it, but it makes it so much better.
It could also be the shit ton of garlic they put on it.
Mike Smith says, "Sweet Lord, let's get one."
Kind of wants a pizza.
Mike, where are you? Just come over.
Bring pizza.
You know where I live. Yeah, so that was my weekend, is eating pizza and watching some movies.
Sounds like a fucking hell. That sounds like my type of weekend. I had a blast doing like being out and social, but if I could just hang out and eat pizza and watch movies, I'm in.
It sucks because like I want to eat more pizza now that I'm talking about
Yeah,
it.
no pizza.
But like I've been doing really good about working out and like eating kind of decent, at least for building.
Ooh,
this week.
I found it funny. I got a funny story.
Oh,
So here's
Funny me.
here's a funny Dave story. See
Funny
how cool
me.
Dave is.
how cool are you?
So
How cool's
I
Dave?
decided last Monday. I decided I'm fucking fat.
Wait, hold on, Mike. You're at work and you're watching the show. That's dedication.
It's awesome.
That's
is what it is.
dedication.
That's what it is. It's because Mike rules.
All right,
But anyways, last Monday,
that's Monday.
I came to the realization that I'm fat. Not just that Monday. I've known it for a long time. But I'm like, I need to fucking do something. So I decided, I'm like, you know what? I keep hearing about this keto thing. I'm gonna try this keto thing. So that day, I'm like, I'm doing keto. And I did really strong. I did really well. And it was like the fourth day. It was Thursday. And I had to work late. I had to be out in the distribution for my work. So basically,
Yeah.
we're out from 12 to 4 out in the heat out by Linwood School. And I like that morning, I was so fucking grumpy. Like, I'm going to break everyone's neck. Like I was having thoughts I don't normally have. It's like, why do I want to murder everyone? Oh, I haven't had bread in 3 days.
Yeah, that'll
But
do it.
They had free Great Harvest bread sandwiches that they brought in for work on Thursday. And I'm sitting there, and they had my own box, had my name on it with my sandwich on it. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I need this goddamn sandwich.
Cheat.
I did. And then
diets are pointless.
Yep, I tried to get back on it Friday. Didn't work.
Diets are fucking pointless. Diet is not what a real diet is not what people think it is. A diet is a complete lifestyle change.
Yep.
Most people though think, "Oh, I'm going to be on this diet until I get skinny. And then I can go back to normal." No, it's a diet means that is what you fucking eat.
Yep.
That is what you eat for life.
Yeah, I can't do it.
And no, people just don't understand that concept. That and a lot of them are, when you deny yourself something for so long and you don't treat yourself, you get depressed, you get angry, you get anxious, you get all kinds of things. So my best advice is to just lower portions.
I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to watch more what I eat.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't worry so much about calories or what the calories are. Just don't snack.
That's my biggest issue.
Lower sugar.
Biggest issue there.
No pop, so that goes kind of with the sugar.
I've been pretty well at pop. I don't really drink that much soda anymore.
Beer, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why I stuck with Claws all weekend.
Like, if you're gonna drink, vodka is probably your best bet. And then just high protein.
Oh, I do that.
If you're working out, have some carbs in there. Go to Taco Bell, get you a loaded cheesy potato griller. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great post-workout right there.
Yeah.
Go work out, get you a cheesy potato griller. Your carbs are replenished. You have energy. You have energy after a workout. It's great. So I mean,
I thought about starting to work out again.
Just get you like 8 pounds of bacon. Make you a pound of bacon a day. You're good.
Oh, I think I'm 8 pounds in like a dinner.
Oh no.
Directions unclear.
No, because I mean, another mistake people make is they think fat's bad. Saturated fat is good for you because your body actually processes it, and saturated fat basically tells you, hey, it tells your body, hey, I'm here. You can use me for energy. You don't have to store me.
Right.
Sugar, however, it gets stored.
Yeah.
And then it just builds. It builds.
Oh, I'm aware of how that works.
I'm no scientist, so I'm no dietitian or scientist, so don't take all this for like verbatim. But
do it. He told me he's a scientist.
Yeah. All right. Let's catch up on some fucking comments here.
The comments are on fire today.
Shoulder is injured, so I get to watch this while people work. Nice.
Hell yeah, Mike.
It's a career, not a hobby. You get angry, you get depressed. You want pineapple pizza? Is Dempsey's okay, dudes? What's Dempsey's?
I don't know.
Is that a beer? A cheesy potato griller ain't even an appetizer. Cook for me, Mike. Oh, cheesy potato griller. No, obviously it's not like a full meal, but it's good for.
It is a meal when you have 10 of them.
It sure is. No, it's great for just replenishing your carbs. Like, carbs are energy if you're working out. If you're not working out, carbs are fucking terrible for you.
Yep.
Because, again, they just get stored. Because carbs are sugar. It's just... Yeah. That's just how it is. So...
Bleach is mostly water. We're mostly water. Therefore, we are bleached.
Oh, Dempsey's is Irish whiskey. Okay. So, rant time. I don't know how much this is going to be a rant, but this is what made me grumpy earlier. So,
bring out a paper that's never good.
Got a note. I got a thing from the Indiana Revenue, Indiana Department of Revenue. So,
that's never a good sign.
IRS shit. This isn't federal IRS. This is Indiana IRS. So, as some people know, I owed a lot of money on my taxes this year. A lot of money. Federal taxes, I owed $3,998. State taxes, I owed $715.
Oh my God.
So I sent in to the state. I paid online $715. A few days later, maybe like a week later, I get a thing in the mail saying, hey, basically it was the same exact thing. It says your payment amount of $715 has been returned unpaid by your banking institution due to no account. Now you owe $786.
What?
Why do I owe? Because you didn't take my money.
That don't make any goddamn sense.
So I paid them again, making sure I input my banking information, everything correct. I get this letter a week later. Your payment in the amount of $786.50 has been returned unpaid by your banking institution due to no account. The amount of $866.79, which includes a 10% penalty charge, $5 minimum penalty amount, and interest is due to the Indiana Department of Revenue immediately. Remittance of this amount must be in the form of cash, certified check, or other guaranteed payment to avoid additional collection charges. Which, by the way, I checked my bank account this time. The first time, they didn't take any money out. This time, they took money out.
Oh, shit. They took it all out?
So, if this is the case, and I owe $866 now, I want my $715 the fuck back.
Right, yeah.
Because this is some bullshit. Like, how are you going to charge me because you didn't take my money?
Right, that don't make any goddamn sense.
So I'm going to give them a phone call tomorrow. If not, I'm very tempted to just say, fuck you, Indiana. I'm not paying your fucking theft charges. Because...
that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I've never... Like, what the fuck? How are you gonna penalize me for not taking my money? Especially when you give me the option to use my routing number, my bank account number.
Yeah, if you put all that shit in there.
Like, what is the point of that if it's not a legitimate source and you're giving it to me as an option to pay you? Like, it doesn't make sense whatsoever. So I'm going to give them a phone call tomorrow. What sucks is I wish they had, like, an actual office here in town to go to, because I would rather just talk to somebody in person, but yeah, that's in Indianapolis, and I'm not going all the way to Indy for that.
That's fucking bullshit, though.
It is. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm already fucked on my own taxes, all because I tried to better myself by getting myself out of credit card debt.
Really?
Like, I don't know if I've ever explained that on the show, but the reason I owe so many taxes is because early last year I went into a debt settlement program. So basically what they do was they put all the accounts that I wanted in this program, I gave it to them, and they started negotiating. I stopped paying them, so I start racking up debt. It ruins my credit, but eventually they reach a point where they're like, all right, we know you're not going to pay us, so as long as you pay this amount by this time, we'll just forgive it all. And we'll be done. So I was like, okay, cool. So it ruined my credit. Fast forward, I've been making payments. So again, a little more detail information. So for the program, I deposit X amount of money per 2 weeks into an account. When it comes time to settle a debt, they use that money in that account to settle it.
Okay.
I mean, part of that money is a fee. That's how they make their money. That's how the program makes their own money. So yeah, I am paying them a little bit. But anyway, so fast forward to like October or whenever, I get a new offer. They say, hey, you've been really loyal to the program. How about instead of continuing to ruin your credit, we give you a loan, and that loan will be for the exact amount that is owed after settling all of your accounts. So we're going to be aggressive in negotiating, and basically once all your accounts are settled, that's when we'll give you the loan, and that's how much you'll owe. So I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. And while you're paying this loan, you're building your credit back up.
Fair enough.
I was like, yeah, I would really love to build my credit back up because it was in the shithole. So yeah, did that, settled everything. And then it came to my attention around tax time. Apparently, when you save more than $600 on like settling an account or something like that, that's considered taxable income.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
and it's taxable income that you withheld nothing on, like you do for your paychecks. So, when you're in the predicament that I was in with my credit card debt and my loan debt, I was saving thousands of dollars, not 600,
Right.
thousands. I mean, when I entered the program, I had $45,000 of credit card debt.
Oh damn.
Well, and loan, but that included a loan. That was my third consolidation loan, and I still racked up more debt after that because I had a fucking spending problem. So yeah, that's why my taxes. That's why I owed so much on my taxes. Because in hindsight, 2020.
2020 sucks.
Yeah, 2020 sucks so far. Hopefully it's like a mullet and it's party on the back end.
Let's hope.
So, take my soul. What's that? Not good enough. Who's your bank? My bank is Regions. But yeah, hindsight, I wish I would have just kept ruining my credit and stuck with the original settlement program, because then as it settled, I would have been able to do that per tax year
Yeah.
rather than all at fucking once. So, yeah, I ended up owing like $4,700 in taxes, and so I had to take a loan out to get that.
Damn.
Because the original plan was I was going to pay them some and then start an installment plan, and then I realized, oh shit, they're gonna charge me interest and penalties.
Oh yeah.
Like right up front, and I'm like, fuck.
Heavy interest, probably more than likely.
I think this says 30%. So that's just Indiana. So I was like, I think it'd be better off if I just get a loan. Try to get a loan. So I got a loan. I paid it off. Apparently, Federal hasn't sent me anything back. They took it out and they haven't sent me anything back. So.
Well, that's good at least, but it's just fucking Indiana.
Yeah, what the fuck? So I'm gonna call them tomorrow and be like, why aren't you taking my money? What is wrong with my money that you want? You want the money.
You want the money.
You want it. Do you want it or not? Like, fucking take it and stop sending it back and charging me more. Like, that does not make sense. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. But at least we got Natter days.
Yeah, we got Natter days. I'm about to start fucking selling shit. Jesus.
Start selling the Natter days.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's my big issue lately.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Other than that, I mean, the loan was great. My credit's great. I have great credit
good,
now.
Man. That's good.
Like, I'm finally back to almost where I was before all that shit, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm out of naturist, boys. What? What are you saying to us? I'm out of naturist, boys.
Nature Boy Ric Flair? Woo!
Fucking Natter days. That's what he meant, Natter days. What up, Jack Rose? I see you.
What up?
I don't know how much longer we're going to be on here, but I see you. I see you.
I've been watching, so I got this pretty cool show that Tyler Summers told me about.
Oh, yeah?
I've been watching Doom Patrol. That's pretty
That's on
fucking
HBO.
Good. Yeah.
I want to watch it.
It's good. It's right up my alley. It's like it's
DC.
It's DC Universe, but it's like real weird superheroes and shit. It's
yeah,
really good.
It's like the D-list of superheroes.
Yeah. Because originally I looked into it because I'm like, I heard of this. It was a Vertigo cartoon or Vertigo comic that DC bought, so it's in the DC universe now, but it's kind of not really connected.
But it's got Cyborg.
In the show, it's got Cyborg.
Oh.
But it's really good. Brendan Fraser's in it.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser as Robot Man. There's a part in it, and it's not spoiling a whole lot, but it's I fell in love with the show because of this part. There's a part where they run into a mad scientist. They're trying to find some stuff out, and they go to this island with this mad scientist. And it turns out he's a Nazi, and he has like a hive mind. He has all these different like minions that are all run on the same brain, basically, that he controls.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to like fight Robot Man, which is Brendan Fraser, and he like stops and flips him off, and Nazi punks fuck off by the Dead Kennedys start playing as they just rip Nazis in half. It's incredible.
Nice. I dig it. Nice. I'm gonna have to start watching that. I'm surprised.
so
I'm
good.
shocked that I haven't already.
Because there's got Robot Man, which is Brendan Fraser. There's Negative Man, who's like the all bandaged guy.
Okay.
They don't name her in the show, but I looked at it's Elastigirl is the one in there, and then Crazy Jane, who's probably one of my favorite characters.
Okay.
She has 64 different personalities,
Oh shit.
but they all have special powers. Like one, I think is called Silver Tongue, and it's the coolest one. She gets all like gothed out and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and when she talks, words appear out of her mouth, but they're like razor blade sharp, and she fucking throws them at people.
All right.
It's fantastic.
Steven says, "Wait, Brendan Fraser still acts? Didn't he almost die in The Mummy and quit acting?" No. Yeah, I think this is like one of his first acting jobs since he did a movie back in like 2010. It was like an independent movie type deal.
Encino Man. Oh,
No, that wow.
yeah.
Yeah, no. I believe he quit acting because of the basically all the shit that the Me Too movement's about. Like, he had producers and directors like basically blacklist him because he wasn't giving into like their sexual demands and shit.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I mean, shit happened to Terry Crews as well.
I saw some of that. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think he came out about it a couple years ago. Basically said he was being sexually assaulted and sexually harassed on set, and then when he decided to not let it happen anymore, they just started blacklisting him.
Blacklisting him. I'm
They-
glad he's
they-
getting work.
Yeah.
He's great in that show.
Good. I always really like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not the best actor, but fuck, I like him.
Airheads.
Mm-hmm.
Airheads is a classic.
The Mummy's a classic.
Mummy's a classic.
Encino Man.
Encino Man. Is it Bedazzled?
Yeah,
Bedazzled. That's a good one.
I think it's Bedazzled. That's the one where he makes a deal with the devil or whatever.
Yeah.
Monkey
that-
Bone.
Monkey Bone's so weird.
That and Bedazzled are both pretty not great, but
yeah. Blast from the Past.
I know
Remember that
Blast
one?
from the
Where he's like
Past.
he's stuck in the bomb shelter forever, and he finally gets let out.
No, I haven't
That's a
seen
good
that.
one.
I haven't
George
seen
the Jungle,
George
my
of the
George of the
Jungle.
Jungle.
Yeah, yeah, that was like. I Brendan Fraser to me is still the Mummy.
Mummy. Yep.
At least the first two. The third was
The third one with the Yetis.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's not.
that was the
very
one with
good.
Jet Li.
Yeah, yeah. First and second Mummy are really good though.
Yeah, and then you got Encino Man. Encino Man is just and Airheads.
Airheads is way up there, man.
Airheads is fucking great.
so good. Fucking Steve Buscemi. Oh,
What was the question? It's like God or Lemmy?
oh. Who would win in a fight, Lemmy or God? Trick question. Lemmy is God.
Let's see, I'm way behind on that. I just remember he almost got hanged during the Mummy. Terry Crews, Tim Ferriss interview hype. For anyone who wants a really good interview, talks about some of the stuff you guys were saying about abuse in the biz. Yeah, Terry Crews, he actually went like to Congress or something and spoke. He spoke to us.
Yeah.
There's a big interview about it, and he's like, I am part of a movie franchise called The Expendables. We were shooting for The Expendables 3, and this started happening, and but I guess there's shooting for Expendables 4, and he's not part of Expendables 4 because he refused to be part of that anymore. So, yeah, it's a crazy world out there. I mean, and for a guy as macho and big and badass as Terry Crews to come out to speak out against it,
Right.
to say, hey, I was abused. Like, that's not something someone like him would
Right, yeah,
normally feel
exactly.
comfortable saying, and in regards to like their own reputation as a man.
Man.
Like, yeah, that it's kind of it's humiliating
Yeah.
to say like, oh yeah, like some dude grabbed my crotch, and I wasn't a fan of it.
Not a fan. I
But,
love Terry Crews though.
Yeah, Terry Crews is great.
I'm a big fan of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
He's great on that show.
Yeah, I wish I liked that show more. I do like it. I just wish I liked it more. I can't. I can't force myself to watch it enough, I guess.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I rewatched it again fairly recently.
I feel like there's not enough Terry Crews in that show.
A lot.
I feel like that's why it fails. The captain's my favorite part.
Oh, dude,
He's just
Captain
so dry.
Raymond Holt is the best part.
He is so dry. And
I love that dude.
He's like, I am happy.
This is my happy face.
My happy face.
Spent the weekend in Mexico with my husband making wicker baskets. It's the best time of my life.
All right, dude. Are you about ready?
Whatever
Let's
you
get
are,
close.
man.
Let's bring
I
it
just
to
want to
a
say
close.
before we wrap it up, though,
Say it.
thank you so much for letting me be on the show. I don't know how it's going to work out, but thank you so much for letting me be your co-host.
Well, who knows
I've had
how
a
it's going to work
blast.
out? You might be back as a co-host.
Whatever it is, I just want to appreciate you, Dick. You're a good buddy of mine.
I appreciate.
I have a
you.
blast doing this.
You know, I
miss hanging out with people. I miss doing
Yeah.
the podcast type stuff. The couple I have with that I haven't done so much. I want to get back doing both those.
Mhm.
And I appreciate you having me on the show.
I appreciate you stepping up and filling in for Tyler this entire last year.
It's been a while.
Like,
now,
you've been doing this for almost a year now, and it's been an absolute pleasure having you in this basement for a while every week, and then for a while every other week.
yeah.
And then all this coronavirus shit happened and slowed down even more, and it's just been a mess. But we're just gonna move forward, keep chugging along, and
That's all you gotta do, man.
All we gotta
That's all we
do.
can do is move forward.
I'm sure I'm gonna hit you up a lot for
Feel free.
the regular podcaster
My
show.
I'm pretty open on the weekdays now, for the most
Sweet.
part.
Sweet. We'll get it done. We'll make this happen.
I want to get back doing my other ones. I want to get back doing
I want
Dungeon
you
with
to as
Dudes.
well.
I want to do Dungeon with Dudes a lot because I love gaming.
Mhm.
I miss that shit. I want to get back on D-List because there's so many movies I want to watch
Yeah.
with John.
Yeah.
And I miss hanging out with John. Like, John and I hang out at work every day, but we don't hang out.
Yeah.
So I miss hanging out with him watching bad movies in my basement. So
Well, there you go.
I
All right.
missed you and I missed Baxter.
That's the thing about Baxter. He comes down here and he either just like lays down somewhere and just sits there, or he's all over somebody for like 15 minutes and then he lays down.
He's down.
Yeah.
He's passed out now.
Yeah, he is. He just wants to hang out. He just wants to be part of the. He just wants to be one of the guys.
He's one of the guys. Look
He
at
just
him. He's
wants to
one
be
of the guys.
All right, let's bring it home.
We're bringing it home.
Dave, thank you so much for being a co-host last year.
Thank you for
It's
having
been-
me.
It's been so great. It's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun on here.
A lot of laughs.
A lot of laughs. So
Are we breaking up? It sounds
Oh
like
my
we're breaking
God.
up.
I just realized I've been recording on 2 tracks that
Oh,
have
really?
nothing. 2 mics, 2 micless tracks. I'm gonna see how it sounds and see if I'll just like leave it as like a room mic or something.
Ooh, there you go.
I don't know.
Mood mic.
But if that is all, that is all. Be on the lookout for Rank 'Em All
Do it.
whenever that drops, and be on the lookout for Podcastrophe. We're gonna take a little break, but I promise you we will be back. I don't know when. It'll be either sooner or later, but it'll be back, and it'll be in a different
look forward to
format, and hopefully gonna get a lot more different people on here, for sure. So that being said, check us out on all the social media and all the podcasting platforms, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and check out the Journey into Comics Network, where you can get shows like Dungeons with Dudes and the
Yes.
D-List, and all the other great shows like Birds with Dudes and Poor 360, and Journey into Comics and Journey into Wrestling.
Journey into Wrestling, especially. It's a good one.
Oh, yeah. So if that is all, that is all. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. And please make every day a big dick day.
Day! Make it a day, a big one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. Thank you guys for watching, and we will be back whenever we're back. I might stream some game tomorrow, so be on the lookout. I might be streaming some Monster Hunter tomorrow. We'll see. So, bye, guys.
Bye.